Was good, y'all? Your boy Flan speaks, man. All right. So obviously it's good to finally get to do a positive video about the Chicago Sky. They were able to win tonight, 78-64. A really good looking game from the standpoint that this is probably some of the best basketball I saw the Chicago Sky play. Now we're going to be real about the story of this game. The story of this game was really the first game after Brittany Sykes trade, right? So I'm not surprised that the Mystics really came out extremely low energy, only scored 10 points. Now I'm not going to not give the Sky any credit for their defense helping lead to that, but let's be for real. We know the Mystics are have been a team that's just been better than that, even though they're under 500. They're not a they're not a that bad a team, especially compared to Chicago Sky. When we look at the fact that we just played them about a week ago, and in that game, Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen go crazy in that game, and it was pretty much like a blowout, right? But here they lose who, in my opinion, was probably their leader. In Brittany Sykes, she was a player that has really tortured Chicago Sky when we played them this year. She was the one that we really had no answer for. I mean, if you look at the way Camilla and Angel Reese have played, they've either matched, or outplayed their counterparts. We talk about Kiki Iriafe and Camilla and so on. Um, they pretty much matched them. Uh, the exception of the last game, but in those previous games, it was Brittany Sykes scoring. I think she scored 33 one time. She was really the player we had no answer for. I know in that first game, you know, wow, I was just really tripping here. All right, so that has a lot to do with it. Also, the Mystics are on the road. They're 4-10 on the road. They're not a good road team at all. So these things have something to do with it. But what we're not going to do is completely take away from Chicago here. They played very well. Shoot really good from the field, 54%. From three, not a good 3 point shooting team. Both teams were really horrible from three. That's a little bit more uncharacteristic for the Mystics compared to Chicago. Both teams were really bad from the free throw line, so that wasn't really what we wanted. Though Chicago won the rebound battle 33-25, even without Angel Reese. Um, we'll talk about the performances of E. Will, Camila Cardoso, and so on. When we get to talking about the players. The one thing that stood out to me was Chicago really was running a lot of good pick and roll, a lot of dribble handoff action that I thought was really good, a lot of give and go action, which led to 22 assists tonight, which for Chicago is pretty good. Really, they were at about 20 assists when we got to, I would say, the 7 minute mark of the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken, which was really good. Um, they only got two after that, which shows pretty much going down. As the game weared on, they of course waned on. Uh, they started to um, change the strategy to playing more ball control, right, and things like that. All right, so that had a lot to do with only getting probably two assists in the last 7 minutes. Uh, Turnovers again bad. Um, Lost the turnover battle here. 19 freaking turnovers, especially that second quarter where I think the team had about nine alone. Um, I mean, they got to cut that out. The good thing is, they gave up 17 points on turnovers, which sounds like a lot, but when you consider 19 turnovers, to only give up 17 points, you got to feel a lot better about that. A little bit better about that. So paint points is where Chicago kind of won the game, 52-42. The rebound battle, lost the turnover battle. Uh, wow, it was really a lot of bad things here. But we're going to talk about some of the good performances here. Uh, okay, so like I said, Washington was awful tonight. I think they were greatly affected by the trade. Brittany Sykes being traded on. It looks like the Washington Mystics, as an organization, is not really concerned about this year right now. We're concerned about the playoffs. They're more so like looking to build for the future, which I don't think is a bad strategy for them. If you look at the way they're using Aaliyah Edwards, it looks like they may even be putting her on the trading block. I don't know. These are rumors I've been hearing. I think that's probably best. I think she's too good to come off anybody's bench, and there's no way she'll be happy with that there. But they're stars. Kiki Iriafen gives you 10 points tonight. 4 of 9 from the field. Citron really struggled tonight, 13 points. 1 of 3 from the 3 point line. I just feel like their energy was down, really. I really do feel like their energy was down. You took a big, important piece away from them, you know. And by contrast, Chicago Sky came out, really jumped on them, really wanted this game. This was the return of Ariel Atkins, who's a player that I know Chicago Sky just are not going to win anything without, at all. This has been proven. And then we had her and Angel Reese out. They weren't able to win anything at all. She was 7 of 10 from the field, very good, very efficient. That's 70%, obviously. 1 or 2 from the 3 point line. Played great defense for 15 points. That was good. Camila Cardoso's game, I found she played very well. 31 minutes. Okay, that's good. I felt like there were times when she was out longer than she should have been, but when I look here, 31 minutes, 8 for 12. That's about good. That's about right. Um, yeah, got us 13 rebounds. Okay, really good game for Camila Cardoso. It was Elizabeth Williams did a good job finally uh, playing the way Angel Reese would play in terms of production here. She got us 18 points, 10 rebounds, played some solid, good defense as well. I like the way Elizabeth Williams looked tonight. While Angel is out, she's going to be more consistent like that. This team is going to possibly win, as many as they possibly can. And then you're looking at Michaela Onyenwere, who played very well in her 20 minutes, which I didn't understand the minutes she had gotten. Um, I remember there was a point in the third quarter there where she had scored 5 straight points. She had a nice drive. She made a three, and then Tyler Marsh immediately took her out the game right after she had committed a personal foul. And she wasn't even in foul trouble. There was only foul for the game. It's little things like that, man. When I really look at this team, and then I look at the coaching going forward, that concern me. I still don't quite understand Tyler Marsh's vision or his coaching strategy. Um, does he play matchups? Players sticking certain players. I don't really see a lot of that. He loves this particular lineup, which I call the death lineup. And it's in a bad way because pretty much every time I see it, the Chicago Sky opponent goes on a run, and it's the lineup with Rachel Banham, uh, Rebecca Allen and Kia Nurse in there at the same time. Those three likes to go with that, as the three wings, and it just looks awful to me. It really looks awful to me. Every time they're giving up all types of points, they're turning the freaking ball over. During that time where it was 9 turnovers, that was the lineup. Um, I don't know what the problem is with the coaching staff, them not seeing a connection between this lineup and this poor play. I really felt like if they'd have kept going with that lineup, they were going to lose this game. This game, make no mistake, is not won without Michaela, Camilla, Ewell, and Ariel. Rachel Banham, gave you 5 points tonight. Only took 6 shots and made two. That's good. I have no problem with that. If she's not really hot, I don't really need her with the ball. Kia Nurse was horrible. Again, in her 17 minutes, she got you 4 points. Um, she was turning the damn ball over. She had 3 turnovers tonight, and just 17 points. And for someone a small usage like that, to turn it over 3 times and you only took 6 shots, uh, is really bad. Okay, or 4 shots is really bad. Uh, okay, now the report of some of the other players, because I mean Rebecca Allen and them, they kind of irrelevant to talk about. Who cares? You know what I mean? Hopefully these players won't be back. Haley Van Lith didn't play much at all. Brought her in at garbage time. No points. There's nothing to speak of there. Oh yeah, Sevgi Uzun, Uzun, if I'm pronouncing her name right, gave the team some solid minutes. This is the point guard he picked up over the weekend, and I'm sitting there watching this Lynx versus Seattle, and DJ Carrington comes and makes a nice pass. That's good. I'm interested to see what happens with them. I do not like the Minnesota Lynx, but I do like DJ Carrington, so it's kind of tough for me, this whole situation. So I guess I gotta watch them somewhat. Oh man, she making plays all over the place. See, now she's really in her spot. Just real quick, DJ is really in her spot because now she can just be a disruptor. When she has a competent team around her, she can just really do her thing. She doesn't like need the ball, doesn't need plays drawn up for her to be effective. She can just fit right in with what they're doing. Cause chaos and all those different things, run around, provide energy. She was a perfect pickup for them, and she's doing that right now. This is just an extra element for the Wings that's going to be really, really, really crazy. Um, and then also you got Sykes there for Minnesota, so this is going to be a really good game. As soon as I'm done with this here, I'm really going to go to that game. And then I think you also got the Fever playing tonight against the Sparks. The Sparks is a team I've been watching lately, really doing their thing. Um, but anyway, uh, shout out to Chicago Sky. It's good. They've been able to win a game. But I'm still not really feeling the team overall. Um, not feeling the coaching necessarily. I think this was more of a product of Minnesota just not giving a damn. I think I think their energy has been sapped by losing Sykes. To be honest with you, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know much to say. For Chicago, I think our next opponent is. I was just looking at it, man. What is our next opponent? Atlanta Dream. Oh God. Anyway, I'll see y'all when that happens. All right. So, peace out.